Hello, this is Electric Gaming 360 and I'm back with another WWE prediction video. And as you can see there, it did say Undertaker vs Brock Lesnar, and no, I do not think that's going to be the WrestleMania match. And if you have watched the last week of wrestling, of WWE, you'd know that is definitely not going to be the match. But I actually recorded this video a week ago. I've just been a little bit busy to actually put it online. But the first thing I wanted to talk about was the rumours from last year's WrestleMania that this year's WrestleMania's main event, one of the main events, would be The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, which I think would be absolutely an amazing match to see. But I don't think they'll do it because of Undertaker's health problems, because apparently he's actually damaged his shoulder now, which is now surgically beyond repair. Which brings on to the next rumour that I've heard on the internet, which is apparently the Undertaker wouldn't wrestle at this WrestleMania because he is too injured, and apparently he's just going to retire like that. But if that proves it, that proves anything. Now, whatever you hear on the internet is not true. Never believe in the internet, because it is just a load of shit, to be honest. And which does leave the big question of who is Undertaker's WrestleMania opponent going to be? Well, in my personal opinion, I would like to see a Wade Barrett, someone who has the potential to be a big star but isn't quite there yet. So I think a Wade Barrett would have been great. Maybe even the Hill Miz, Hill Alberto would have been good. Jack Swagger would be good, but obviously Alberto and Jack Swagger will be in the main event, and I don't know what's going to happen with Wade Barrett. But there's also one man who I generally think they're going to go with this angle, but there's one man who pretty much dominated last year, and I reckon his star will only get bigger if he faces The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And obviously that man I'm talking about is the loser to John Cena match on Raw, which means CM Punk is not going to WrestleMania to fight for the title. So I reckon they've set it brilliantly, and they can easily now slip it into Undertaker, CM Punk, WrestleMania. And what a big match that would be. I mean, we've seen them in Hell in a Cell, we've seen them in submission matches, always an interesting match. But now back onto this man, Brock Lesnar, who it looked like he was going to beat up Vince McMahon again for the second time in his second appearance this year. But as you probably all know by now, Triple H actually came down, and it was actually an amazing opening to Raw. Brock Lesnar getting his head thrown into the ring post, busting him open. It's good to actually see blood on WWE TV. I mean, I know it's a bit weird, but I actually do miss there being blood in any match whatsoever. But yeah, so I think it's obvious going to be Brock Lesnar and Triple H one-on-one at WrestleMania, a rematch from SummerSlam. In my own opinion, I hope it's a lot better, because I really didn't enjoy Brock Lesnar and Triple H at SummerSlam. But I reckon if they make it a no disqualification match, they can make this genius. They can make this amazing. But yeah, that's not. We'll find out later, because Triple H is actually scheduled to appear tonight on Raw. But yeah, so I think with both Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, we're going to have big WrestleMania matches for them both. I hope so. And also, I watched a video on YouTube of a WWE live show, which I don't actually get to see much because it's not televised. But Sheamus was actually going 2-on-1 against, I believe it was Sandow and Wade Barrett. And after a little segment of them two talking to each other, Sheamus announces he's full of surprises, and then boom, Undertaker comes out, the arena explodes, not literally, but literally the Undertaker was back. I watched it, I felt like a little kid at Christmas, I was excited, and I can't wait for Undertaker to come back to live TV. Don't think he's at Raw tonight from what I've heard in the schedules, but you can't trust the internet, like I've already said. So maybe he will be there. Hopefully they'll start building the Undertaker CM Punk match. You know, I'm not all for having the Punk match. Like I said earlier, I'd love to see a middle class sort of wrestler get a big moment against the Undertaker, because obviously whoever faces Undertaker at WrestleMania is going to lose. So I think losing to Undertaker at WrestleMania can be such a stepping stone in your career. But I do generally think they will go with Punk, and I think it doesn't matter, because I think the CM Punk Undertaker match could steal the show at WrestleMania. I mean, we've already got quite big matches lined up so far with John Cena versus The Rock, Jack Swagger and Alberto, with the possibility of Dolph Ziggler cashing in his Money in the Bank. We're going to have Triple H, Brock Lesnar, and I think Undertaker, CM Punk, probably one of the biggest stars of the 90s versus the biggest star of now. I generally think, yeah, that will be a brilliant match to see. Now on to Triple H, Brock Lesnar. I mean, they've already got the build up, the story's already there, and you saw on Raw with the attempted fight with Heyman and McMahon, and then Lesnar came out looking like he's going to kick Vince's ass, and then Triple H came out with his new short-haired haircut, which isn't really that new, but that's not the point. And yeah, it's just the fact that people like Triple H can do segments that brilliantly, that great, that actually makes it really entertaining to watch. It does suck that people like Undertaker, Lesnar, Triple H don't actually wrestle all year round, because I reckon it'll be so much more exciting. There's nothing against the superstars of today, like the Punks, the Bryans, Barretts, Kingstons, but it's just not that great as having people like Triple H and Undertaker. But I think we've got two matches that we're going to get hopefully announced tonight on Raw, and they are going to be actually amazing. I think my opinion on who's going to win, Undertaker v CM Punk. If anyone watches wrestling and says, "Oh, Undertaker's going to lose this match at WrestleMania," they are an idiot. Slap them, punch them, kick them, just take them down, chokeslam them, whatever. They know nothing about wrestling. Undertaker will not lose at WrestleMania 29. That's more than obvious. And yeah, Undertaker, I think, goes on, faces CM Punk. They have an amazing match. Undertaker wins with the Tombstone Powerdriver, or the Hell's Gate, one of the two. I think it probably will be the Tombstone. I think it's better with Undertaker doing the Tombstone. But yeah, I think this match will do absolute wonders for CM Punk's career, despite how big his career already is. But yeah, and Triple H, Brock Lesnar, I reckon we're going to see a great match, really physical, just literally like a ballroom brawl, pretty much. I don't think it's going to be a technical match. It's just going to be literally an arse-kicking contest, and the winner of that match, I don't know, I want to say it's hard to sort of dictate how it's going to be, but in my opinion, Lesnar won at SummerSlam, and I think Triple H will go on to win at WrestleMania. And also, other news to sort of look at from another internet source, so I can't really trust it, is that Brock Lesnar has actually signed a new contract with WWE lasting 2 years, so I'm sort of hoping now Brock Lesnar becomes more of a, not he comes in every few months, does a bit, then leaves, does a bit, then leaves. So I'm sort of hoping we're going to see a lot more of the, do you call him the next big thing? I mean, he's already been the next big thing, so, well, the big thing. But so hopefully we'll see a lot more of him. I think it'd be great to see a sort of a faction formed of CM Punk, Brock Lesnar. I think that'd be awesome. Maybe they'll challenge Team Hell No. But yeah, so I think WrestleMania 29, to be honest, I didn't actually have high hopes for it at first, but now there's a few matches developing, and I absolutely love it. And I literally can't wait. April 7th. You've got to tune in. I mean, it's reason why it's the greatest show in sports entertainment. But sort of running out of things to say. In my opinion, the best match on what I think the card's going to look like so far will be Undertaker and CM Punk. According to the match that Undertaker actually had, it did look like he literally, you wouldn't have thought he left. He was just that good. So, and obviously CM Punk has proven, I think, in the last 24 months that he is the best in the world. So I think Undertaker in his greatest shape against the CM Punk in the form he's in now, I generally think that match will steal the show. I mean, generally there could be something else could be announced, and that could be potentially the greatest thing to see. But in my opinion, Undertaker vs Punk at WrestleMania. Undertaker walks out the winner. And I probably will do another Triple H. I don't know if I'm going to do a Triple H Brock Lesnar video because I've sort of already gone through it in this video, but Triple H v Brock Lesnar, Triple H wins. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me your opinions, what do you think is going to happen, who would you think would be a great opponent for Undertaker at WrestleMania, or any WrestleManias in the future. Yeah, so comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.